When it comes to the paranormal, everybody has their own opinions. Some people claim that there is no such thing, whereas others fear ghosts and are like more than anything, and do anything they can to avoid them. There are many in this category that I'm sure you've already seen, so hopefully there will be a couple in this group that you haven't seen before, and are not as common. Here are 5 unexplained paranormal photos. Number 5. Freddie Jackson. This photo shows a squadron of men that served the RAF during World War I at the HMD Daedalus training facility in 1919. After examining the photo more closely, Victor Goddard found that there appeared to be an extra ghostly face in the photo. If you look closer at the 4th man from the left, in the top row you can quite clearly see the ghostly face of another man. Many of the men from the group claim to recognise the man as Freddie Jackson, an air mechanic who had died 2 days before the photo was taken after being struck by an airplane propeller. What's even creepier is the fact that Freddie's funeral took place on the same day this photo was taken, and it has been suggested that, unaware of his own death, Freddie decided to show up for the group photo. Number 4. The Lady of Greencastle. Guy Winters and a friend decided to investigate paranormal activity at a local abandoned building after his girlfriend was scared away from it by a strange ghostly entity. He and his friend spent a couple of days exploring the property in both daylight and night to see if they could find any evidence or maybe experience something for themselves. During this time, these images were taken of an upstairs window from outside of the property. Guy claims that there was absolutely no one else in the property, and the pink ghostly figure in the image was not there at the time he took the photos. An analysis of the film determined that the figure is present in the image is negative, and when looking at the image as if it were a negative, the face appears to look like a skull. Number 3. Demon Under the Bridge. On September 5th, 2005 in Malaysia, a local news team captured this strange image whilst photographing a bus crash after one of the passengers fell onto the steering wheel. The image appears to show an odd-looking creature peering from underneath the bridge from which the vehicle crashed. As if the image isn't generally creepy enough already, many people claim that it appears as if the creature is smiling, and only a generally evil creature could be amused at such an event. Number 2. The Amityville Ghost Photo. The photo below was taken during the investigation of the Amityville house in 1976. The image appears to show the head of what looks like a young boy peering over the banister of the stairs on the left side of the image. The image was supposedly captured by George Lutz, who had set up infrared cameras that would snap photos if anything moved in front of the camera. Many people claim that it is the ghost of the murdered child John DeFeo, who lived in the house before the previous owner. Some say that it is just one of the investigators accidentally setting off a camera, but whatever you believe, the boy's expressionless face and glowing eyes could easily send shivers down your spine. Number 1. Ghost WRIGHT. These next photos have definitely been the cause of a lot of speculation within the paranormal community in the past. John Makowski moved into a new hillside home in Los Angeles during 1985. Shortly after moving in, John began hearing strange noises around his house that seemed odd or out of place to him. A friend of John's had recently purchased a Polaroid camera, and after examining some of the images they had taken around John's new house, the friends discovered something very strange. There appeared to be strange ghostly markings within the images, and shortly the markings began to form words. As strange as this may seem already, it became apparent that the entity could also communicate with them. Upon asking questions, the entity would reply back answers within the Polaroid images. Whatever was responding through the images indicated it was a friend and that it meant well to all. After asking the question, "What are you exactly?" it replied, "God's light." It also informed the men that its name was Wright, who was apparently the victim of a murder. Many people say that these images could easily be forged or recreated, whilst others state that it would be near impossible to recreate them. So there you have it. Whether or not these photos are real is a decision you will have to make for yourself, but try to keep an open mind and feel free to voice your opinions in the comment section. Thanks for watching everyone, and until next time, take it easy.